Picture this. You're downloading a file or streaming a show through your VPN when suddenly your Wi-Fi drops. For a few moments, your device tries to reconnect. But during that gap, your real IP address could be exposed and your online activities left unprotected. Hi, I'm Eric Hunsaker, and in this video, we're going to demystify ExpressVPN's network lock, also known as the kill switch, and show you why it's one of the most important features for protecting your privacy. Whether you're new to VPNs or a seasoned user, understanding how this mechanism works will help you avoid accidental leaks when you least expect them. Why disconnections matter. Internet connections aren't perfect. Wi-Fi drops, routers reboot, and VPN servers occasionally hiccup. When a VPN connection is interrupted, your device typically reverts to its normal network routing. That means your data starts flowing through your ISP unencrypted, and your real IP address becomes visible to the websites and services you're using. In many cases, you might not notice this right away. Downloads continue, videos keep playing, and cloud backups sync in the background. Without a kill switch, these unprotected seconds or minutes can leave you vulnerable. For activities like file sharing, remote work, or activism in countries with strict censorship, the risk is serious. Even casual browsing can reveal your location to trackers if the VPN tunnel collapses. That's where a kill switch comes in. What is a kill switch? A kill switch is a safety feature built into many VPN applications that blocks all internet traffic if the secure tunnel unexpectedly disconnects. Think of it as an emergency brake. The moment the VPN drops, the kill switch activates and prevents any data from leaving or entering your device until the VPN connection is restored. This stops apps from sending unencrypted requests that could reveal your identity or location. Different VPN providers implement kill switches in various ways. Some offer an always-on mode that blocks all internet access whenever the VPN is inactive, while others trigger only when an established VPN connection is interrupted. ExpressVPN's kill switch is called network lock, and it focuses on preventing leaks when the VPN fails unexpectedly, while letting you choose when you want to disconnect normally. Network lock, ExpressVPN's kill switch. So network lock is ExpressVPN's implementation of the kill switch. It's built into their desktop apps for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux, as well as their router firmware. On Android, a similar feature called network protection performs the same function. Apple's restrictions mean that iOS doesn't support a true kill switch, but ExpressVPN's iOS app still strives to maintain stable connections. Network lock is enabled by default on compatible platforms. Once you connect to a server, the feature monitors the VPN tunnel. If the encrypted connection drops for any reason, be it a poor Wi-Fi signal, a router reboot, or a server crash, network lock springs into action. It blocks all internet traffic until the VPN reconnects automatically. This ensures that your IP address and browsing data aren't exposed. Now, when you initially disconnect from the VPN using the app, network lock doesn't activate. You regain normal internet access without restrictions because you made a conscious choice to turn off the VPN. How network lock behaves. So understanding how network lock behaves in different states will give you confidence when using it. When the VPN is connecting, network lock blocks traffic until the tunnel is fully established. This prevents any data from sneaking out during the brief moments before encryption is in place. When the VPN is connected, network lock is essentially on standby. It's not blocking anything because the tunnel is secure, but it's ready to act. If the connection is interrupted unexpectedly, network lock immediately cuts off your internet access. Applications might show errors, downloads might pause, and web pages will stop loading. This might feel inconvenient, but it's protecting you from leaking your IP. Once your VPN reconnects, which usually happens automatically within a few seconds, network lock lifts the blockade and your traffic resumes safely. When you disconnect the VPN manually, network lock stays off. You regain normal connectivity because you intentionally left the secure tunnel. Now, one handy option in network lock's settings is the ability to allow local network access. With this enabled, you can still communicate with devices on your local network, like printers or shared drives, while the kill switch is active. No internet traffic goes out, but your home network continues continues to function. Enabling or disabling network lock. Network lock is turned on by default, but you can check its status or adjust the settings. On Windows and Mac OS, open ExpressVPN, click the hamburger menu, and select Options or Preferences. In the General or Advanced tab, you'll see a checkbox for network lock or stop all internet traffic if the VPN disconnects. Ensure it's selected to keep the kill switch enabled. If you need to disable it, for example, if you're troubleshooting a specific connection, then uncheck the box. Just remember that turning off network lock means you're vulnerable to leaks if the VPN drops unexpectedly. On Linux, network lock operates at the system level. You enable it with a terminal command or within the GUI if you're using a desktop environment. ExpressVPN's documentation provides detailed commands for enabling and disabling network lock on Linux distributions. As for routers, you cannot disable network lock. It's baked in. This makes sense because routers typically serve multiple devices, and a single leak could expose the whole network. On Android, the network protection toggle resides in the app settings under VPN preferences. It works similarly to network lock, blocking traffic when the VPN disconnects. Now keep in mind that some battery optimization settings can interfere with network protection, so you may need to disable battery savers for the ExpressVPN app to allow it to stay connected in the background. Testing network lock. If you want to see network lock in action, there's a simple way to test it. Connect your device to ExpressVPN and choose a server. Then deliberately break the connection. One method is to disconnect your Wi-Fi or unplug your Ethernet cable. Another is to force quit the VPN process. When the connection drops, you should notice that your web pages stop loading and downloads pause. Try pinging a website in your terminal. You'll see that there's no response. This means network lock is working. After a few seconds, ExpressVPN will attempt to reconnect. Once the tunnel is reestablished, your internet traffic will flow again. Testing the kill switch gives you confidence that your IP won't leak unexpectedly. It also lets you confirm that your local network access setting works as intended. If you allowed local traffic, you should still be able to print or access network drives during the test. When to use a kill switch? A kill switch isn't necessary for every use case. If you mainly use a VPN to stream content or bypass regional restrictions, a brief leak might not be catastrophic. However, for any activity where anonymity and data security are critical, a kill switch is essential. This includes torrenting and peer-to-peer sharing. Your IP address could expose you to legal notices or malicious actors if it leaks. Accessing censored information. In countries with strict internet censorship, letting your real IP leak can attract unwanted attention from authorities. Remote work on sensitive systems. If you connect to corporate servers or manage administrative dashboards, a leak could expose credentials and confidential data. Activism and journalism. When communicating with sources or publishing sensitive information, any leak could compromise your safety. In these scenarios, leaving the kill switch on ensures that a sudden disconnection doesn't jeopardize your privacy or your work. Troubleshooting and common concerns. Now, occasionally, network lock might behave in ways that seem inconvenient. For example, you might find that your internet stops working even though the VPN appears connected. This could happen if the VPN service experiences an outage or if your local network settings conflict with the kill switch. In such cases, try the following steps. Restart ExpressVPN. Disconnect and reconnect to the server. This often resolves temporary glitches. Switch servers. Connect to a different location. Sometimes individual servers experience issues. Check firewall or antivirus settings. Some security software can interfere with VPN connections. Temporarily disable them to test if they're causing conflicts. Allow local network access. If you need to access printers or network shares while the kill switch is active, enable the local access option in the settings. Update the app. Make sure you're running the latest version of ExpressVPN. Updates include bug fixes and improvements to network lock. If your issues persist, then just reach out to ExpressVPN's support. They can guide you through advanced troubleshooting or confirm if there is an ongoing service disruption. How network lock compares to other kill switches. So not all kill switches operate the same way. Some VPN providers design their kill switch to block all connectivity whenever the VPN is off, regardless of whether you disconnect it on purpose. Others treat the kill switch as a strict security measure that's always engaged unless manually disabled. ExpressVPN's network lock takes a middle path. It activates only when the connection drops unexpectedly, but stays out of your way when you intentionally disconnect. This approach strikes a nice balance between security and usability. Some other providers, like NordVPN, offer two kill switch modes. One that stops all internet traffic until the VPN reconnects, and another that closes specific applications. Some services implement a system-wide firewall rule that blocks all traffic when the VPN isn't active. Others simply monitor the VPN process and react quickly when it shuts down. So understanding these differences helps you choose the provider that aligns with your needs. ExpressVPN's model is well suited for users who need protection against accidental leaks, but also want the flexibility to disconnect without losing connectivity. Apple and mobile consideration. On iOS, Apple's network APIs limit how VPN apps can control network traffic. As a result, a true kill switch isn't available on the iPhone or iPad version of ExpressVPN. Instead, the app does its best to maintain a stable connection and reconnect quickly if a drop occurs. For critical use cases, consider using a desktop or Android device where network lock or network protection is fully supported. On Android, the kill switch is implemented through the operating system's always-on VPN and block connections without VPN settings. When you turn on network protection in the ExpressVPN app, it sets these flags behind the scenes. This ensures that if the VPN drops, Android immediately stops all traffic. So make sure battery optimization settings don't force the app to sleep, as that could interrupt the connection and defeat the purpose of the kill switch. So if you're using ExpressVPN on a router, the kill switch is baked into the firmware and cannot be disabled. This guarantees that if the VPN tunnel between your router and ExpressVPN servers drops, then no traffic leaks to the internet. It's a robust design suited for protecting multiple devices with minimal management. So if you want to get started with ExpressVPN, we've got a link for you down in the description below. It'll bring you to this page right here where you can go ahead and click on Get ExpressVPN, and that'll bring you to this page where you can go ahead and choose between one of their 3 different plans. They've got Basic, Advanced, and Pro. Now up here in the top right hand corner, you can also select the initial service term, so you can choose a 2-year plan, a 12-month plan, or a 1-month plan. You're not going to get any savings on the 1-month plan. You can see how the prices increase dramatically from there, but on the 2-year plan, there's some pretty affordable pricing here. So maybe you want to go with the Advanced. They're most popular, so you can save 77%. So go ahead and click on Get Advanced. And then here at checkout, you can see down below that there is a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can go ahead, try out the service, see if it's going to be right for you and your situations, and make your decision within 30 days. So go ahead and click the link down below in the description to get started with ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN's network lock is more than just a checkbox in your settings. It's a safeguard against accidental exposure of your IP and data when connections drop. Today we've explored why disconnections matter, how kill switches function in general, and what sets network lock apart. We walked through enabling or disabling the feature, testing it yourself, and understanding when it's most crucial to use. We also covered common troubleshooting steps if you run into issues. So if you want to get started with ExpressVPN, we've got that link for you down in the description. This is an affiliate link, which means we do earn a small commission when you use it at no extra cost to you. And these commissions really help support the channel and allow us to continue to create free content just like this. So if you end up using them, we thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on the channel, we cover everything from VPNs and cybersecurity to how to stay safe online and detailed product comparisons. So be sure to subscribe. But other than that, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you here in the next video.